Hello, everyone, and welcome to another video where I share with you my experience flying with Ethiopian Airlines. Today, we're flying economy class, and so we don't have access to the business class lounge today, and so I had to look for a place to stay while waiting for the flight. And I found this really nice looking bar inside Kotoka International Airport in Accra, and the price is a bit on the higher side, but their beer, this particular beer, Stella Artois, how do you pronounce that, was really good, I swear. So if you happen to fly economy class in this airport, I would highly recommend this particular restaurant. And so now we're boarding the aircraft using the Aero Bridge in Kotoka International Airport. And here's your first look of the economy class section inside Ethiopian Airlines. Yes, so yeah, I'm seated somewhere in the middle, and you see that there's a screen in front, not as big as the ones in the business class section, but it's not so bad. And of course, same as with any other flight, it starts with a safety demonstration, which is presented on the screen. And everyone is, of course, expected to pay attention to the safety demonstration. And then by this time, we're now taking off from Kotoka International Airport in Accra and started our 5 to 6 hour flight to Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. So yes, please enjoy the view of Accra from above. So what are the features that you can find on the screen right in front of you when you sit in the economy class section? First of all, of course, you will have access to a 3D map where you can see the route of your flight. And for this particular flight, the route is from Accra in Ghana to Addis Ababa, which is the capital city of Ethiopia and the base of the huge Ethiopian Airlines fleet. I would believe it is now the biggest airline in all of Africa. And of course, my favorite part about flying with Ethiopian Airlines would be their selection of games. And I have figured out that my favorite game on board is this Octopus. And so whenever I get a chance to fly with Ethiopian Airlines, I always try to improve the level that was achieved by the former person who tried to play octopus on this particular seat, because every seat will have, of course, a different level of octopus, and I would always try my best to set a new record. And it's really fun because you don't really have much to do during the flight, especially if it's a 5 to 6 hour flight. So you can always spend time just playing games. And then, of course, for this flight, they are serving us lunch. And as usual, you can see here the typical lunch that is um, offered on board in Ethiopian Airlines. For today, I decided to have the fish, and this is how it looks like. And I would say that it tastes okay. Um, for the economy price that you pay, this meal is, I would say, substantial, and it will, of course, give you the enough nutrients that you need. And I was always curious about how the white wine in the economic class section tastes like, so I decided to try the white wine being offered in the economy class section. And I would say that it's not so bad. It actually tasted quite good. And so I had a bottle and finished it. And of course, I will never pass on the opportunity to have Ethiopian coffee on board Ethiopian Airlines. So whenever I finish my meal, the cabin crews will offer you coffee or tea, and I always choose the Ethiopian coffee, of course. Yeah, so here you see I got a new record, and that really makes me happy whenever I fly with Ethiopian. And so after the food service, the plane will somehow dim, and here you can see the economy class section again. People are just some of them are watching movies, some are playing games, but most of them I would say are watching movies. And yes, so I think by this time we're above somewhere in South Sudan and nearing Ethiopia. So yes, we arrived in Addis about 9 p.m. We landed around 9 p.m. And then since I flew economy class, my transit hotel will be economy class as well. Because if you fly business class, they will bring you to a five-star hotel, for example. But if you fly economy class, they will bring you to an economy class, a transit hotel for you to sleep to catch um, your connecting flight the following day. I'm not complaining because some airlines do not even provide transit hotels. I know of many airlines, even if the transit time is more than 10 hours, they won't even bother to provide transit hotels. So it's very nice for Ethiopian Airlines to really provide decent accommodation to their passengers flying with them on connecting flights that are more than 10 hours away. You know the transit time is more than 10 hours away. So wonderful room and good night from Addis.